My name is May Hong. I am the speaking voice of Mira from K-pop Demon Hunters. And this is Moana Nui podcast. Signing off. Happy fans. Do it with me. Happy fans. Happy Hon.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Moana Nui Podcast Network. We are here at BlerDCon, and we are interviewing one of the vendors here at the convention. Can you introduce yourself and tell us about your company?
Okay. So, hi, my name is Quinton. This is like my booth / company, Art by Quinton. It's kind of like a double company thing, whatever. It's Art by Quinton, and then it's non-toxic nerd culture. So me and my business partner, we came together, we made both of them. I mean, I'm Quinton, so like I do most of the artwork. We have a couple of friends that we have like do a couple things as well, trying to get them their art careers up and running too. But yeah, I mean, like, just a nerdy company, and see, this is bad because my business partner's a lot better at describing this than I am, because like just ADHD all in the head. But yeah, so with Art by Quinton, I mean, just like, yes, I love doing a bunch of different like artwork, like from traditional to like fan artwork, as the majority of this is. But also with the non-toxic nerd culture section, we're slowly trying to turn that into a community for just like underrepresented and just like minority, just like nerds. Just make it like, I don't want to say safe space, but kind of a safe space. So like, because there's a lot of racism, bigotry, just a bunch of just like transphobia and everything out there.
Yes.
And we're gonna try to like make like a community. I know there's a lot of those popping up now, and we're gonna throw our hat into one of those as well. So it's just like, a safe space for us, so we can be what be what we want to be while nerding out about the things we want to nerd out about.
Okay, awesome. So a lot of your art has become very popular, from Yusuke and Kurama doing the Friday look, your Saja boys in Saja, and much more. How did you feel about the sudden, so many people finding out about your art, and you're getting this surge of going viral on social media?
So it's been doing wonders on the anxiety, because like it's one of those things, like, I mean, like, going viral is always great because a lot more people's eyes are on your stuff, but then it's just like a lot of people are in the inbox. Okay, so how are we going to manage this? What's going on? Which I'm so happy and so lucky to have a business partner who's like really heavy on the business aspect of things. So like, I don't know. So we've been doing good on that now. I know, like, when I was by myself before I met my business partner, it was crazy. Because my Boondocks My Hero piece went nuts, and then I was just like, I can't handle this, but it's a very privileged amount of anxiety to have, because it's just like there's a lot worse things that are going on. People are dying and everything. It's just like, it's just a lot of people who are interested in like the stuff that we have. So it's just been really interesting. I've been like, I'm very happy. I want to keep making stuff that people can like resonate with, and people can like, like, I don't know. I just like, I'm happy, but it's just like mental crap.
Exactly.
Always kind of
yes. The mental gymnastics is always a doozy.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I have to ask, because you do this beautiful blend of pop culture with anime, what makes you, like, especially like, okay, Yusuke and Kurama, how did you figure Friday and Yusuke and Kurama as a mashup?
So, like, I would see like mashups going. I would see like mashups of like other characters in these poses, and it was like some years back. I think it was like 2021, 2022. I can't remember, but I remember just actually binging Yu Yu Hakusho like the first time since I was a kid, and I was like, okay, this is dope. Also, I've been seeing people do this. Let me do my version of this, and I was like, I feel like these two fit very well. And I was like, when I was drawing it, I was like, people are either gonna hate it or love it.
Yes.
People ended up loving it.
and sure enough, we did, with your mashup with the Boondocks, with Yu Yu Hakusho, with so many of our, these animes and crossing it over, it's just like, I had to ask them, like, what made the connection to say these mash up? Because when you look at it, it's like, this works. The two of their energy is very Friday. Yusuke and Kurama is very Friday. And then, like you said, you even have with the Boondocks and Sinners crossover. Like I said, you got your Saja Boys and NSYNC, which basically they are, NSYNC. But all these amazing crossovers, it's just like it elevates the nerdiness and the geekiness of us. It's just like, okay, he hit this part and he hit this other thing that I love and put it together. Wow.
Yeah, cause like, especially just like now, like a majority of it is like, because I know I started out, because I know I did this, I came up with this by myself, but like now it's like me and my business partner, we're just sitting around being idiots going, I like this and I like this. Do they fit? And then it's,
I am like even like when I saw like your anime angels, I'm like, oh, he could do so many variations with like having, Captain Hibana and Yoruichi.
Oh, don't get me. I'm doing a Bleach rewatch now. I've been slacking on my Bleach. I love the character designs. I've been slacking. I'm trying to get there. Once again, ADHD. I'll start something. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm liking this.
Yes.
Go to something else immediately.
There's so much out there, you can't help it.
Exactly. It's like every season, it's like, oh, here's 30 new animes. Let's watch all of them. I'm like, I will try to get the one.
Yes.
And we're going to start there.
Okay. So, of course, like, you not only have the prints, you have shirts, hoodies, bomber jackets, you have the fleece blankets, you even have the knitted blankets. Mm-hmm. What inspired you to expand the content in all these different...
Well, one of the things that kind of like really helped, I mean, once again, my business partner, he's like more on the business aspect of things. He basically was like a good chunk of the time, like before that, I didn't want to be bothered, like I didn't know how to handle all the stock and everything, but like, I don't know, he came along, and all of a sudden I went from prints to t-shirts to blankets to like vinyl banners, and it's just like, we're expanding what we got, basically. And so it's just like, it's a little bit of a challenge, but like, it's interesting trying to like, come at those challenges or whatever.
Yes.
It's interesting trying to like, like figure out answers to them. So, okay, I can only bring so much of this. How are we doing this?
Okay, awesome. Now, especially being a small business, a lot of people get inspired to seeing all the amazing things you do and a lot of these vendors. What are some tips you would give somebody who's trying to go into doing something like this that you've learned along your journey?
I would say definitely start small. Start with like local farmers markets or just like local, just like pop-up shops or like little like events around like where you are, because like that's kind of how I started. And then I found I had a couple pieces that people liked, and so it gave me a big head. I was like, oh, you can't tell me nothing, whatever. I have like 20 pieces. And then I did my first big show. Ooh, humbled.
Yeah.
Humbled immediately. I was like, but even though like I lost a lot of money doing that one big show, but then I just kind of like stepped back, regrouped, did some more stuff. I learned a lot.
Yes.
Like it's one of those things where it's like I learned so much from that mess up.
Yes.
I wouldn't go back and undo it, but I would say if someone could like know that before, I would want to save them some money on that. But like, I basically talked to a bunch of artists that were around me and everything. I learned about placement in like vendor halls. I learned about a lot of stuff, and it was just like, it was eye-opening. So it started off as a bad weekend, ended up being very enlightening and very good.
Oh, yes. So for those that could not make it out here to BlerDCon, what upcoming conventions or events that they can see you over in March and April, May?
Okay. So here's the thing. We are at a lot. We're at 4 this weekend.
Oh, wow.
So like right now we're like I'm here, my business partner's at C2, well not C2E2, although he will be at C2E2. He's at Emerald City in Seattle.
Yes.
We're doing one in my hometown, PeoriaCon, Peoria, Illinois, that is.
Yes.
We're also doing one at Eastern Tennessee State University.
Okay.
For like a small thing there, but like yes, we have like 60 plus conventions we're doing this year.
Oh, nice.
We did almost 80 last year.
Oh, wow.
And so we have like a couple, like we have like a few people that like, you know, like we get to know along the way. They say, oh,
Yeah.
you're cool. Like, would you like to help?
Yes.
We pay.
Yes.
So we just gotta do that. So yeah, it's just been slowly expanding, but like, yes, we have a lot of conventions, so I sometimes have a hard time remembering. I have a whole list.
Okay.
So like I know we're gonna be at DreamCon this year in Texas. We're gonna be at C2E2. I don't think we got into Anime Expo this year. I think we're on the wait list, but usually we're at Anime Expo.
Okay.
But just a lot of Anime Expo in Los Angeles. I mean. But like yeah, we're at a lot.
Okay. So better way is to know where they're going to be. Follow them on social media. And how can they follow you on social media?
They can follow me on all the social media things. I just got rid of TikTok, although I may think about bringing that back.
Okay.
Certain things happened.
Yeah.
But like just Art by Quinton on all things social media. That's on like Kara, that's on Instagram, that's on Twitter. I'm not calling it X.
Yeah.
Also, non-toxic nerd culture. We're trying like NTNC, but basically the main account, Art by Quinton. Everything is there.
Okay.
Also, like, if anyone has any questions, just holler at us.
All right. And of course, if someone can't, would not be at a convention that is coming up that you're going to be at, how can they purchase online to order from you and get it shipped to them?
Oh, I have, like, on my social media accounts, I do have a link. My link tree, it has, like, my online store. I ship nationwide. Yeah, like, it's like all the 48 continental United States, also Alaska, also Hawaii. So, yeah, just basically artbyquinton.com. Mm-hmm. That's QUINTON. and yeah, like the store should be on there. Everything should be on there.
Okay. And my very last question as we wrap this up, I know a lot of people like to ask artists, do you take commissions?
So my commissions are currently closed. However, that's not going to be the case always. But I do love taking suggestions for like new crossovers and new prints and everything. So just shoot me a message. Me and my business partner are both on like all the social media accounts. So if it seems a little bipolar, we're both in communication with each other too. So just shoot us a message.
Okay. And for someone like myself who is staff for other conventions, how can a convention commission you to do art for their convention?
I've done a handful, actually. I know I did something for ICCC in Texas that was earlier this year. I've done one for anime. I've done like a design for Anime Week in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So just basically the same thing. Just hit me up.
Okay.
We'll go from there.
Okay. Even corporate.
Corporate? I've done corporate commissions before.
Okay. I'll be talking to you.
Okay.
And once again, everybody, if you're at BlerDCon, you're going to see he is busy. He'll be able to answer your questions, but you'll see all the amazing artwork. For those that are not here, you will see some footage of the booth and some of the art, because not everything is out. But definitely make sure you follow them, all the social media platforms, and of course go to the link tree if you want to order anything online. And then if you have a convention that you would like them to be a guest at, or even do a commission of artwork for your convention, your company, or for a major event, reach out to them. We love to give business back to the community. But everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Moana Nui Podcast Network at BlerDCon, and we'll be talking to you all soon. Bye, everyone.
So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will.
If this the land of the free, it was a freedom then, when they annexed Hawaii and called it Cedar Lands, without any type of payment and no signing off. Called themselves the Republic in 1894. 1.2 million acres overtaken from the native Hawaiians. When they resisted, the West retaliated in violence and erasure. The Hawaiian language is banned as part of colonialism's plan to expand, yeah.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe as a part of their ongoing war with Asia. Used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. No work out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. We will.
So if we put Hawaii into perspective, well, Black and Asian history is interconnected. Considering the fight with the Pacific, then of course versus Asia, they was treated as a middleman for war, but didn't let the Western colorism run its course. Cause dark skin was a sign of dignity to core. The land was taken in the name of capitalism, when prior to it was an actual kingdom. Clap back at the system.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe as a part of their ongoing war with Asia. Used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. No work out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we